Hi everyone, I'm Hum Fleming and this is my Diana Dorville interview.
Hello and welcome back to Diana Dorville. This is Audrey speaking and I finally have recovered my voice after singing a bit too much last weekend. Today we're very lucky to have the one and only Hum Fleming on board. You can find her full interview on our podcast on Spotify. A very special thanks à ma chère Héloïse for making this interview happen. Bonne écoute.
So I was born in the countryside. I have a twin sister and then studied history of art at university, moved to London and kind of by fluke ended up in PR because I interned at Freud Communications, a very big company, and from there moved into the luxury sector and then started working for a small boutique fashion company called Diva Sali, and from there went freelance and have been freelance for 4 years now. So I developed epilepsy when I was 13. It was actually diagnosed 2 years later at 15 because I have quite a strange form of seizure. So it wasn't a recognizable convulsive seizure on the floor. It was more of an absence. So I'd be half conscious, which would be quite strange for anyone around me because my eyes would still be open, but I would be totally away with the fairies. Once it was diagnosed, it was a lot easier to understand. And the biggest side effect has been quite a large memory impairment. I've got a form of amnesia because of the epilepsy, which I think was probably the most difficult part to come to terms with, because obviously your memories are your life, you know, they're a well of, you know, knowledge, inspiration, experience. So it was quite depressing, I think, to think of how I was going to continue my life if I wasn't going to have, you know, those experiences to learn from. And also just to, you know, boost your morale. It's always nice to remember happy times. But I think I'm very lucky. I've got an amazing family, amazing friends who have all supported me on this journey. And I think, you know, I've always lived with the view that your cup is half full, and I've always tried to maintain a positive outlook. And I think it hasn't affected me in a negative way. If anything, it's inspired me to live my life to the full. And with that being said, I got involved with Young Epilepsy, a charity for children who have the condition. And it's been incredible to work with these, you know, small, very, very young children who have the condition unbelievably badly. Some have seizures up to 300 times a day. And it's been emotional, but also so heartwarming and so rewarding to work with such a beneficial charity that helps these children live, you know, life to the full and not feel excluded from society. I live by the expression of live life to the full. I've forgotten what I've forgotten, but I always want to make sure I make the most of what I've been given and this incredible opportunity. So I think COVID has affected all aspects of life and the economy in particular. And the fashion industry obviously is part of that. A lot of my own clients, you know, and my own friends have struggled. We all have, because sales haven't been the same as they have been. Interest in shopping hasn't been the same. And obviously shops have been closed, so there hasn't been access. So I think there's been an amazing rise in online opportunities and online interest, which has been great for some brands, negative for others. The cultural industries in general have been affected hugely because we've all been locked down, we've all been stuck at home. But I'm hoping it will be like the Roaring '20s. We'll come out with a bang, and the moment we're given the freedom back, we'll make the most of everything, and hopefully things will return to normal. So yeah, I'm very lucky. I'm the great niece of Ian Fleming. And goodness, so that's a tricky question. Who would I cast as the next Bond girl? I think it has to be an actress who has experience. I think I wouldn't cast someone who's very young. I think I'd probably cast Kerry Washington as a future James Bond girl. She's beautiful, she's sophisticated, and she's worldly. So I've always tried to be as sustainable as I can, in particular in the fashion industry. That's, a huge part where I'm very aware of sustainability, not only through working in fashion and being, doing the PR for a lot of brands, but obviously on a day-to-day basis. I think it's such a sad thing that there's this fast fashion culture where we wear an item of clothing on average 4 to 5 times in its life and then throw it away. It's such a sad thing to think about. So I prefer to see fashion as art. I'd much rather invest in a luxury item that I can treasure and it will last a lifetime and it will still be there for future generations or my children when I have them. And so no, I definitely try my best to invest in sustainable fashion brands. Okay, the first 3 words I think of when I think of Diana d'Orville is elegant, sophisticated and sexy. I invite Elvis Presley, Jack Nicholson, Kate Blanchett,
love her,
Elton John and Denzel Washington. 100%. I think that would be a very, very fun dinner party. What do I cook? I've never had any skills in the kitchen. I don't pretend to. I can boil eggs, but I think they probably wouldn't be very happy if I did that. So I might be naughty and invite my twin sister to cook, who's an amazing chef. And what was the last question?
What do you wear?
What do I wear? Well, I definitely wear something from Diana d'Orville. I think this shirt is gorgeous, but I don't think I could wear just the shirt. So I would go for the Odyssea look. So a typical day in my life before lockdown, typically I wake up at 7:30 in the morning, have breakfast, then I normally go boxing at a gym that I used to do the PR for, called Box Clever, which is owned by a friend of mine. I love working out normally daily. It's always an aspect that I look forward to and definitely sets me up for the day. Then I will work from home normally, so not much change with and without lockdown there. And yeah, do meetings, carry on pitching fashion brands to publications. And then in the evening, hopefully I'd have some fun prior to lockdown and see my friends and socialize. But obviously with lockdown and all of the repercussions, I've spent most of it with my family and have somehow not killed my twin sister, which is a good thing. And yeah, have taken it very steady, which I'm sure everyone has. I think in my spare time, I'm more kind of an outdoorsy person. I prefer doing exercise and being outside. But in the little free time I do have indoors, I love films. My favorite movies, top 3 would probably be American Gangster, The Godfather, because it's my father's favorite, so we have to watch it almost every weekend. And Gladiator? Did I say Gladiator?
No, you didn't, but it's great, Gladiator.
Okay, perfect. I would say either the west coast of Scotland, which is simply gorgeous. I love being outside there, especially in May. It's beautiful. Or globally, I'd probably go with Nihi Sumba, which is an incredible hotel in Indonesia where you have wild horses on the beach, you can walk in the paddy fields, and it's just simply the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life. Absolute ultimate destination if I could go anywhere at any point. God, okay, I dreamt of being a Bond girl, and I would definitely tell her today that that was a very far-fetched dream and possibly unlikely. First thing I will do is hug all of my friends and dance till sunrise. And something I will never take for granted is being able to see your friends and affection and human touch, being able to hug someone. I think living with your family for a whole year isn't always the best of plans, and now I really cannot wait to see my friends again. Thanks, have we done it?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. And if any of you are interested or want to learn more about epilepsy, then please visit Young Epilepsy's website, and you can help children who live with the condition and also raise awareness. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
bad.
It's great.
Did I stutter?
No.
Thank you, Hum, and we hope to see you soon. And as you said so well, squeezed into an eensy-weensy bikini, a golden tan, and have the silky sexy number on poolside. Cocktail in hand, of course. More seriously, you can find all our interviews at dianadorville.com and Instagram at dianadorville. À bientôt!